All right, y'all. So, welcome back to another episode of Legacy Talks with Father and Son. And the purpose of this podcast, man, we wanted to be able to have some real life conversations. It's hard growing up in the environment that we're in now in this world. So I think it's real important that not just sons, but all kids have fathers. But it's real tough to navigate this life especially without a father. So it's like one of the greatest blessings for me was, that God blessed me to become a father, man. So to be able to sit here and have conversations like we have, to be able to help him navigate through this life is like a true honor to me. So hopefully we're able to inspire other fathers out there to, kind of strengthen the relationship with their kids and kind of do the same thing because they really do need us. All you guys, y'all know Trey, so we'll go ahead and get this thing kicked off, man. So one, I know what I wanted to talk about. You had a birthday Monday. You turned
Yeah.
17, man. So how was your birthday? Your birthday weekend? What you do for your birthday? How'd it go?
Um. Well, my birthday on Monday at school, of course. That was just Monday was just pretty much a normal day, but that weekend before Friday, Saturday, we went down to Jacksonville so that I could get a tattoo. Yeah.
Yeah, you wonder
Show
if
the
you can
camera.
show them. Yeah,
Y'all probably can't see it from there, but I'm sure y'all
yeah.
seen it if y'all know my dad.
So are you satisfied with your
Oh
tattoo?
yeah, I love it.
You do.
hmm
So what about the experience? Were you scared? Were you nervous? Like going into it, like what was your mindset?
I say if anything before the tattoo, I was more excited than like anxious.
Yeah, 'cause you had been talking about it for a
hmm
while too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you finally got it done though.
hmm
You already thinking about another one.
Yeah, I am.
You gonna make your mama flip the script. Yeah. So did you enjoy the weekend down in Jacksonville? So we got to chill at the beach. Kind of made a whole weekend out of it.
Yeah, it was nice down there. We just got to just chill for a little bit, really take some time off,
Yeah.
school work and all that.
Yep. Yep. Kind of clear your head. Played a little golf. Yep. So speaking of school, man, I saw your transcript the other day, man. You got a 3.93 GPA, 81 out of 493 students, so top 16%. Like, how does that make you feel? Like, to me, that's like the most amazing thing in the world. Like, to me, you're a genius. You know what I mean? So how do you feel about that? Like, is that on point with where you want to be, or you want to be ranked higher, or what's in your mind?
um, of course, I am like happy with where I'm at, but I do want to be ranked higher. Like, I want to be around, like, I want to be in the top 10% of my class. So
Gotcha.
I guess would really be top 50.
Yeah, yeah. So which is a good goal, man, and definitely achievable on the
Mm-hmm.
path that you're on. Cause like you are a extremely hard worker. Like you the type when you put your mind to something, like you just do it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm definitely proud of you for that, man. Um, you had another responsibility. So how has things been going at work at the job? And if y'all didn't know, Trey do have another job outside of running his website business at Securo. So tell us
Mm-hmm.
how that's going.
It's been going pretty good. I think it's about my third week. Yeah, my third week.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, it's been going good. I'm still like learning a few things, but I pretty much know what I'm doing there now. And then like half the people that work there, I'm good friends with, so it's pretty fun too.
yeah, yeah. So it's good to have an environment the people, so
hmm
it's not just boring. So it kind of helped the time go by. Now has that, because the shifts that you've been working, I know it's been 3 to 4 days a week, and it's 4 to 10 after school.
hmm
Now has that affected your school life? Your ability to complete assignments, or your sleep patterns to where you can't focus and perform at school like you normally do.
Um, really, the only thing it's affected is my sleep. Of course, I usually go to bed around 10
Hmm.
when I don't have work, but when I do have work, I'll be going to sleep probably around like 11:30 to 12.
Yeah.
So
Gotcha. So
yeah,
later nights.
yeah.
later nights, early mornings,
Yeah.
but that's just all. Part of the gig.
Just a
Yep.
little bit more tired at school, but it doesn't really change that much for me.
Yeah. So, man, a few months ago we were talking about, you going into your senior year, but y'all had your orientation and all of that stuff with the counselors. So, where are classes looking like next year? Because I thought you was gonna take a easy path for 12th grade, but 12th grade about to be harder than even this junior year. So, what all classes you jumping in next year, man?
Um, Next year I signed up for AP Calculus BC, AP Physics 1 and 2, AP Computer Science Principles, AP Chemistry, and Accounting. And then I'm doing Literature Online.
So, ain't no easy schedule.
Not at all.
Yeah, but it's all worth it. With
Mm,
when we talk about your goals for college, and all of it has its purpose, man. But that is a really tough schedule.
mhm.
That's a lot of AP classes, and you knocking them out, man. You knocking them out the
Yeah.
park. So,
Then I've been actually, well, I know I'm doing econ over the summer,
hmm
but I've been thinking about instead of doing AP Chemistry over this summer, I enroll in MGA, Middle Georgia University.
hmm
And it's like a program they have with HOCO, I think House and County Schools, where you can like get your college credit for a class over the summer or something,
yep,
and then I can get a college credit over the summer for my chemistry class.
yeah, yeah. That'll be dope too. Yeah, and then as many credits you can rack up for college early. That way you
Hmm.
can pretty much graduate college early and
Yeah,
get on out of there.
yeah, and then I'm actually able to graduate high school now,
Yeah,
but of
yeah,
course I got things to do.
yeah. With the amount of credits that you got, so.
Hmm.
Yeah. So it's still Georgia Tech, right?
Yeah,
Yep. Yep. So no changes in what you want to do as far as major and all of that,
I'm still kind of undecided between mechanical and civil engineering, but I'm leaning more towards civil.
but definitely engineering.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. So how are things going on the website design side?
They're going pretty good. Um, Actually, I'm working with a client right now about her like leasing business where she leases areas to like hairstylists and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Just going well.
Okay. Yeah, and stuff like that, man. It give you the opportunity to network. You get to
Hmm.
meet different people, in
Yeah.
different career fields. And you never know how that affects you
Hmm.
going forward. Because sometimes, in the world we always think about what we know or knowledge, which is very important. But a lot of times it really is about who you know.
Hmm.
The right people and you in the right rooms, sitting at the right tables. That can put you, jumpstart your future, put you a lot of years ahead.
Oh
So,
yeah.
yep, yeah, and it's so crazy to see like how much you evolved because years back you were so in a shell, like you didn't even talk, like
Yeah.
not at all, like not even to us, like you were just so quiet, like we couldn't get you to say anything. Not that nothing was wrong. You
Hmm.
just was a very, very quiet person, But to see you be able to open up when I hear you having phone conversations with different people, random people and things like that, man, like it makes me feel good because when I hear you speak, you're confident when you speak, you know what you're talking about, you articulate, very well. So I mean that's a huge plus. Like it's like you just hit a point in your life where you just bloomed and came into you.
Yeah.
So like it's really cool to see the young man that you become, man.
Yeah. And really, that's something I have like struggled with for a while. If there's one thing I'd say that's been like an actual struggle in my life, I'd say it's social anxiety,
Hmm
and I'm sure I get that from my mama a bit.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
yeah, like around like middle school, man, like I barely even talk, but um, like maybe like eighth grade, I started making new friends and all that, and like those people really brought me out of my shell, and that
hmm
really helped me become more confident, and then just start talking more,
Yep.
interacting with people.
Yep. Yeah, and that's cool, man. Because I could tell, like, we remember we used to we go to a restaurant and we were first trying to get you to well, we don't order. You order your own food, and
Yeah.
then the waitresses always be like, huh, huh, like speak up. Like, but now it's no issue. Like, man, that's really cool though. Yeah. So so what future wise, what else you thinking about?
um, how far?
Let's stick within from here until going into your first year of college. Like what's your anxiety level, or what are you thinking? Do you feel any type of tension going to college? Like, are you scared? Where are your emotions at?
Um, I think really leaving high school and going to college is, I think thinking about it is kind of a bittersweet feeling because it's going to be rewarding going to a college that I want to go to, of course. But after spending 5 years since I moved here from middle school to high school with my friends, we're all going to be separated going to different colleges.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I think it's kind of bittersweet. But of course, at college, I'm going to get to meet new people, make new friends,
Mm-hmm.
just experience new things.
Yep, yep. And then at the end of the day, man, like y'all got roots though, because
Mm-hmm.
when I think about my homeboys, like we've been friends since way down here. I'm talking about coming all the way up through all these years of school, man. And here we are, you know, my clique, we graduated in 2002. That's 24 years ago, man. And we're still as tight today as we were then. Obviously there are months in between that go by where we don't see each other, we don't talk as much as we used to, but we still keep that communication. We got a group chat. We still, hit each other up almost every day. But like as far as the camaraderie and friendship that we have, like none of that has ever changed, even with new families and kids and all of that, man. So it's like even with your boys, man, like y'all, the type of clique that y'all are, y'all always gonna have that for
Mm-hmm.
the rest of your lives,
Yeah.
and then college is cool, man, because it's like everybody come back home, Thanksgiving,
Mm-hmm.
Christmas and stuff like that. So it's such a great time, man, because you get to link back up,
Yeah.
talk about all the things that y'all miss, and you'll see like it just falls right back into place, like y'all
Mm-hmm.
never even missed a beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So fashion wise, what you been into lately? Now I know you will switch your wardrobe up quick now. So what's the thing now? What you into?
um, really same type of stuff as of like right now, but I don't even have as many clothes as I used to because I don't outgrew all of them, sold the ones I can't wear anymore.
Yeah,
But, I think really I have plenty of money to buy clothes. I'm at about 2,500 or 2,200 right now,
yeah,
but I have something I'm saving for.
yeah. What you saving for, Trey?
Um, I'm saving up for a down payment on a car,
What kind of car, Trey?
a BMW M440i.
Mm. When you plan to get a new car, Trey?
So you have to think about the logistics first. So you trade in the Tesla.
Oh. I,
You have to
when
think about that too. That's about 15K. Okay, trading in the Tesla.
I
Uh,
pay way more than 15K for it. But I
yeah,
know, I
that
know, I
is
know.
electric cars depreciate a lot. That's about 15K for the Tesla. BMW M440i is going to cost you about around like 39 to 43. So with a down payment of 5,000, which is about 10%, and excellent credit score, you're going to be paying maybe like 400 something a month, not including, or probably, well, more than 400.
Definitely more than
Yeah.
400.
I'd say like, I forgot what it was. I calculated it one time. Um, that's not including insurance.
So you got it all figured
Yeah.
out. When I was gonna be part of this plan.
Uh, whenever I told you.
The day we supposed to go trade it in.
Let me see. Okay, so say the car is 41,000, down payment 5,000, trade in value 15,000, credit score excellent, loan term 72 months.
What interest rate is that? Does it tell you your interest rate?
Um,
It's kind of
yeah, I feel like that should be more.
yeah, and it probably will be because they,
Yeah,
that's some type of ballpark thing. It's always more. I mean, but it's still not a bad payment. Who gonna be paying the payment every month?
I don't know. But I was thinking I can contribute at least maybe 100 to 150 a month though.
Oh, okay.
So I will help out with the payment. So I don't want you like paying it completely.
Gotcha. Well,
Hmm.
maybe you can pay for your insurance. Well, now I don't know. Insurance high as hell right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
and then
we figure all that out, man. So
yeah,
that sounds like a cool graduation present.
hmm
So okay, I'm glad you got it all figured out. I'm glad to find out right here on the podcast that I'm gonna be trading Tesla in and all of that. So got it all figured out, man. Oh yeah. What day's the SAT?
got it next weekend on the 14th.
It's in Fort Valley.
Yep.
Gotcha. So you ready? Is anybody else going taking it with you?
Hmm.
Part of the crew.
Yeah. I think Hashem is.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Cool.
think next week's actually going to be a really hard week. Because uh, I don't think we have any test on Monday,
Hmm.
but on Tuesday of a reading check and A push, a quiz and AP pre-calc, and that's it on that day. Wednesday we have a test in AP pre-calc and a test in AP Lang,
Mm,
and then that same week we also have an essay in AP Lang, and then we also have a test on AP Psych Wednesday, and then I have my AP pre-calc mock AP exam on
hmm.
Friday, and then that next day I have my SAT.
Man, yeah, that's a hell of a week right there.
Yeah,
Do you know your work schedule for next week?
no,
Already, they hadn't give it to you yet.
no, we get it on
Yeah,
Sunday.
yeah. So that's a really tough week, man.
Yeah.
So okay, yeah, man, yeah, that's a lot.
Hmm.
But if anybody can do it, you can. So like I would consider you, man, at your age a successful student. For other, just say teens your age, what advice would you give them to, kind of cuz like sometime in school, a lot of things is discouraging, so it's not that, people are not smart or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying, but it's like it's hard to balance the type of things that you're balancing right now, with work,
Hmm.
school, all these extracurricular things. And to be able to have damn near a 4.0 grade point average, like what advice would you give to other students on how to keep things on track and how to, set goals and accomplish them and knock them out the way that you have?
Um, I say the advice I give, like if like you can compare yourself to someone at school, and they have, of course, like say even you compare yourself to me, which I'm not the greatest example, of course, but like if you're in school, you never feel like doing any work. You have to like think about your future, like what do you want to do really. That's what drives me. You have to figure out what your drive is, and along the way to get to your goal you have to
Hmm.
set you have to compile a set of smaller goals, because it will be infinitely harder to try and go from now straight to your long-term goal instead of making short-term goals.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, and then you just intelligence isn't really something you're born with. You can be like, of course there's people that are born like super smart. Like there's a 12-year-old at my school that's a senior,
Yep.
but it's
Yep.
to me it's more about hard work.
Hmm.
It's more about being consistent, doing your work, studying, all that, and just staying true to what you want to do, having a schedule,
Yep.
just always being consistent.
Yep. Focus. Yep, that tenacity, man. Like you're right. And what I've learned over my years, man, is like we set goals, and they may be things or whatever it is, but one of the most important things that I've learned is not about what you do, it's about who you become. So whatever your goal is, if you got a goal, 10, 15 years out, you got to be a certain type of person in order to achieve those goals. One of the most common cliche things, just say a millionaire. You know, yeah, a million is a dollar amount, but a millionaire is a mindset.
Hmm.
You could take any millionaire right now that knows how to be a millionaire, strip them down to zero, and they'll go back and become a millionaire. It's not about money to them. It's they've become a certain type of person. They developed the skills, the tools, and all the hardwiring that they need to become a millionaire. So it's like if they lost it all, they can go back and do it again. And like you have to become, you become first and then you can have. So whatever it is you want to achieve is always about who you become, not exactly what you do. Because when you think about it, we're not in a lack of hard workers. Everybody knows how to work hard, but when you can shift to, just having a type of mindset to become whatever it is you want to achieve, I think that eliminates a lot of the grit and frustration that people go through because you're worrying about getting instead of becoming.
Hmm.
So become first, then you can have whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, you gotta have that mindset to make those choices that you'll need to get there,
Yeah.
get to your goal.
Yep.
Because you can work at a company for 20 years, be their hardest worker, you'll never be a millionaire.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Yeah. But man, no, so we get to chill with the fam tonight. We're gonna go see Gigi and Violet. We're gonna go throw some axes, have a little family time with them, man, and chop it up with them for a night. It's been a while since we kicked it all
Hmm.
together, so that should be fun. I'm excited about that. Um, but other than that, man, I really ain't got nothing else. I do wanna, from me to you, just let you know that, man, I am so extremely proud of you. And that's a understatement. I can't even stress that enough of how much of an honor it is to be your dad, man, to be somebody that you look up to. Like you gave my life purpose. Like you are my why. I can't stress that enough. That's why I always told you from when you was little, like you were my hero, man. Like you saved my life. When you was born, everything in my life instantly went into another direction. And I'm grateful for that. I thank God for that, and I thank you for that. And to see what you have become and to know that you helped me become who I am in order to help you become who you are. Like that's full circle, man. And I
Yeah.
know you'll do the same thing with your kids, man. So again, like I am so proud of you, man, and I love you to death, man, forever, ever. So,
Well,
but
thank
all right, well, we're gonna wrap this thing up, man. All right, y'all.